Well, there was a lot. I'd say our inability to guard their two guards. I would say our lack of patience when they didn't guard us. I mean, they just dared us to shoot, and which was a good game plan, and obviously we didn't exercise enough patience to still give our offense a chance to work a lot. They basically had 4 guys in the paint, the whole time, so we know we'll see that moving forward. I actually thought we came out of halftime and were pretty good there for a stretch, and I thought we did some good things considering we weren't very good and they were really good. I thought we could have put some real game pressure on them, and we just never did that. That was disappointing.
Why didn't that intensity after halftime persist through Creighton's timeout and onward in the second half?
Why didn't it?
Yeah.
Have you ever played ball before? Sometimes it's hard to keep that type of intensity up for the whole time because the other team makes shots. There's things that happen to disrupt that intensity. But if I'm not mistaken, we cut it to 3 and had I think we may have missed a shot to cut it to 1 or tie it. And then they made a couple of shots when we actually defended them decent. And then I thought, obviously Zeke got fouled on the one play, and that turned out to be a 7-point swing, which was a pretty big play.
Coach, what did you think of the team's just energy and attitude on defense tonight?
Us?
Yes.
I don't think it was because we didn't try. I think it was more, we probably weren't as turned up as we need to be turned up. I thought our ball screen defense in the first half was pretty good. We just couldn't guard the ball. Second half wasn't as good, but I thought that when you don't make shots and you don't run good offense, and the other team is able to shoot the ball and be as good as they were offensively, it doesn't take much to be off just a little bit. So and that was obviously the case. We were off a little bit, and they were really on, and they're plenty good enough to beat us if we're both good, and we weren't good tonight.
Coach, Brian Coulter did a really good job against Hunter. What was he doing out there that made it so difficult for him to be a little more aggressive than he usually is?
He did do a good job,
Yeah.
but let's call it like it is. I mean, we got to figure out a way to get the ball to him whenever they got 4 guys in the paint too. So there was a reason why he didn't get as many touches too. We got to do a better job of feeding the ball.
What do you make of DeJuan's 21 shots? Is that part of that?
I actually thought that was good.
Yeah.
Moving forward, I'm okay with that. They played drop coverage on their ball screen, so you knew that we thought we could get our guards to 5 or 6 feet, and we were going to have to make some of those shots. And without Ryland, we're probably not as good a perimeter shooting team. So you could say, well, be patient enough to drive and kick and play to a 3 more often, which I can understand how I would think that and how you could look at it that way. But our best offense is still putting the ball in our best players' hands, and hopefully they'll be able to make some 5 or 6 footers. And Juan just didn't have it offensively tonight as far as making those little floaters that he normally does.
I'm not sure the factor was Isaacs and Ashworth, just their quickness on the
They
ball.
they wore us out. I mean, let's just call it. I mean, Pops was great. We know Pops going back since he was freaking 5 years old. Known his dad forever, and coached against him the last 2 years at Tech. He was terrific tonight. And if he continues to be a threat shooting the ball like that, they're going to be hard to guard. And Ashworth was great too. You look at Ashworth's stats, it felt like he made more than 3 because the 3 he made are 3 that you'll remember because he shot it. They would have been 4-point plays if you were playing some of these goofy rules that they play sometimes. 3-on-3 or whatever. But those 2 guys were the 2 best players in the game.
Is there a timeline on Ryland? Obviously has a flu, but do you expect him back to practice sometimes?
I think so. Yeah, he had symptoms yesterday. That's why he didn't come. I'd like to say we could have used him tonight, but the reality of it is I don't know if he'd been able to actually go. But we'll practice again on Friday, and we anticipate him being out there.
Creighton seemed to win the loose ball battle tonight, the rebounding battle. How did that play a big role in just getting them second chances?
I think in order for us to be a really good team, you got to get 70% of the 50-50 balls. And I bet you Creighton got 70% of the 50-50 balls tonight. So when you look at that out of 10, that's 4 extra possessions that we need to count on that may have been 4 extra possessions that went the other way. So yeah, they were really good. The telltale play was in the first half when Juan made 3 great efforts on one play and everybody else watched him make those efforts. So I thought that was a telltale play with what you're talking about.
If
you
a team
expect-
sags 4 guys like that, is there anything Hunter can do better to escape that?
Yeah, well, as far as catching the ball in tight, probably not. But we can probably do some things better to make sure the right guys are passing it. So you know, to start the second half, we made KJ the passer, and he caught it at 3 feet, and he threw it out to Juan for an uncontested 3. He still wasn't going to get the shot, but at least he got a touch. And we need to do a better job of getting him touches.
Was going to Zach just a foul issue, or did you think he could spark you like he did, or?
Well, I just thought minus Ryland, you know, we had 10, so I thought he certainly deserved a chance. And KJ, you know, KJ didn't have a great game tonight, so that's the first time in a while maybe KJ hadn't performed like he's capable of doing. But so just to try to something else. But I thought Zach did fine when he's in there.
Anything else?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.